Welcome back to Global Business Europe. Now, banter or bullying? Jokes in the workplace are becoming increasingly problematic. The number of UK employment tribunal cases relating to banter has gone up 44% over the last year. What was once brushed off as office humour could now land employees and employers in court. Well, let's talk to Lisa Rix, who is from UK law firm GQ Littler. Welcome to the programme, Lisa. So we're seeing more legal cases being brought because of banter in the workplace. Is that because we're seeing more banter, or are we just less tolerant of it?
So what we're seeing is that when employees are bringing claims of discrimination or harassment about comments or jokes that are being made at work, employers are increasingly using the defence of, well, that was just banter. And that defence has worked before in employment tribunals. There's a case where the employee complaining of the harassment was actually very involved in the workplace humour, and he was also in an office where that was quite normalised behaviour. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly what has caused the rise in those sorts of cases, though. It could be the increase of instant messaging, the fact that those communications are in writing, they can easily be adduced in evidence and they're preserved. Also, the nuance of tone is lost in those. But I think that's not the only time we see this. It's quite often more about teasing in the workplace. And I think that's more where people at work are trying to build relationships with colleagues, they're trying to encourage a good workplace culture, and they're just, in their enthusiasm, overstepping the mark.
So how do you know then what is banter? What's the difference between a joke that everybody enjoys and something that does go too far and oversteps the mark?
So the line is crossed when a joke goes into harassment or discrimination. So those are jokes that are about specific protected characteristics. So, for example, sex, sexual orientation, race, age, disability. Those are the things that employees can go to an employment tribunal about. Generally, if the joke is unwanted and it's either intended to or even just has the effect of offending or upsetting an employee, then that can be harassment, even if it's only a one-off occasion. So you can see how even an unintentionally inappropriate joke can lead to a real issue. And very few things appear funny when they're read out in court.
You might say, though, that nobody really wants to work in a humourless office. Banter does have a place in the workplace, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should all be really clear this is not the end of workplace fun. You absolutely can make jokes that are not harassing anybody. Humour at work is hugely important. It reduces stress, it boosts morale. People just need to be mindful of the jokes that they're making. What's harmless to them might be upsetting or offensive to somebody else.
OK, Lisa Rix from GQ Littler, thank you very much indeed for talking to us today.